didn't see you there. Hello. Are you okay? Are you alright? Nice to meet you. My name is Ruben Gabriel. I'm a year 3 student in diploma in sports coaching. And I'm here to talk about my experience here at RP, this wonderful, wonderful school, with wonderful facilities. And yeah, we want to just have some fun, right? Thank you. So what happened?
Gosh.
So what happened was, first with my individual problem, okay, you could say that I had a problem with my behavior. I was a very misbehaving student back in the olden days where I was part of Anglo-Chinese School, Parker Road. I was a very mischievous kid. I was mixing around with the wrong people. So I think I came into RP with a mindset of trying to build positive relationships. So yeah, and then along with my team problem, which is team cohesion, but more on the fact of the leadership side, where the team was just a lot of leaders and nobody really knew where to take lead and how to take lead and whether to follow or lead in this situation. So yeah, let's move on to the next slide. So how did that feel? I didn't feel the best, to be honest. I felt kind of bad about myself. I wasn't the best kid. I got into a lot of trouble in school. It wasn't the best reputation to have, and I felt really bad about myself. Well, for my team, with team cohesion, with the leadership aspect, I think I felt very lost because I didn't know where my place would be, being a previous leader and then now seeing so many leaders in one group. So I really didn't know what to do. I was very confused, I was very lost. And yeah, previously I felt very sad. So I was just in a very weird mindset and state of mind. So here's my evaluation. So my evaluation, so firstly, let's start with the behavioral. I think what I went through is a wonderful experience in RP. One of the pros with it was I've got many, many friends. I've made connections for life. One of them being the cameraman, Ting. So I think these are friends I'll keep for a long, long time, very dear to my heart. And but another thing that could be a con is, unfortunately, some people won't see it that way. Some people might see it as, might take advantage of your kindness, and that wasn't the best feeling at the point in time. But yeah, that's just one of the things I just experienced trying to become a better person here in RP. In the team side, for the leadership side, I think one of the pros was me being a follower and learning from them. I think they were very experienced leaders. I think they've been in bigger leading positions than I have been, and it was a great experience to learn from them. And yeah, I think those are learning tips and learning skills that I'll use for in the future. But one of the cons, I think there are a lot of clashes and arguments along the storming phase, you could say, as I think all of them were trying to lead at one point and not trying to take a step back. So that was one of the cons, but ultimately it all worked out in the end. Great. Okay. So here's my analysis on my behavior. Okay, so firstly, for my best behavior, according to Davison, what we learned in class, I think it stemmed from my boredom and my inability to complete certain tasks in school, back in secondary school. And yeah, I think I was really bored. I really wanted to play basketball, as you can see. I wanted to play sports, I wanted to be with my friends. In class we just do all kinds of stuff to mess with the teacher. But other than that, I really wasn't able to submit homework on time. I was really bored, and I think that caused my misbehavior from a young age of 13, you could say. And I think for my leadership and team cohesion problem, according to Karen's cohesion model of team cohesion model, according to leadership factors, according to different leadership styles, and that's how it can affect team factors and ultimately lead to bad team cohesion. So yeah, I think when it clashed at the start of our FIP, that's how it affected our team cohesion, our team morale, and how I think worked at the start. So yeah, I think that's my analysis and how it went wrong and why it happened in the first place. So this is my conclusion. So yeah, for my conclusion, I think to improve on my misbehavior, I think instead of being bored and instead of having an inability to complete tasks, I should be more attentive in class. I should always be responsible to submit my submissions on time. So for my team, I think I could have been a mediator for the team, for my FYP. You know, everybody was clashing. I think I really just took a step back. I think maybe took too far a step back for them, and I think I just let them do the thing which I should not have done. I should have stepped in, be a leader on my own instead of just learning from them. Sometimes, you know, they did do wrong things, and I think I could have done better by mediating and hopefully settling their problems. And then it did work out in the end, but yeah, maybe we could have settled it faster. So for my action plan.
Hi.
So yeah, for my action plan, I think these 3 years in DLC has been a wonderful, wonderful time. I'm gonna use my skills that I've learned from this module, from this course, from this school, in coaching in the future. You know, coaching my own academy in basketball, hopefully, and yeah, hopefully keeping the connections, and hopefully, let's say one of my physios like Tingang, my man over here, I'm gonna be my physio in the future for my academy, and yeah, hopefully you can have a good time coaching and spread more joy through coaching, and yeah, hopefully I come back here and have an alumni talk like all my other alumni did. Alright, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.